Hi, hi. Hello. Hi, everybody. It's really good to see so many people already here. Hi, Annika. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Steph. Hello, hello. Does the same chatbot work or do I need to refresh? No, it should work. Well, there we go. Hi, hello. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. We're ready to go. It's nice to see you. Hello. How has everyone been? How was everyone's week? We were busy. I got some really cute videos of me that I'll put up as shorts soon. All over the place. We had a museum day. Have you checked out your own, like, city's tourist things? I really recommend it. Even if they're for tourists, they're really fun. Happy Friday! Yeah, hello! Happy Friday! I'm really glad it's Friday. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. How about you guys? Hi, Green! It's good to see you! I'm still really glad that you found that job, Green. I'm still really glad you got that. So we've got 2 people in queue already. Feel free to line up. Happy Friday! Are we going to nap this weekend? Or do you have big plans? I know that I'm going to be napping as much as possible. So I don't know how much that's going to be. You'd think for a stuffed animal that I could nap more, but busy, you know? Thank you, you're so well, of course. It's really important. Okay. Good. You deserve someplace really chill. Okay. I'm gonna hop straight into questions. Stretch and wiggle. Hi, Nick. Hello. Wiggling and stretching is extremely important. Oh, I need to... Oh, well, maybe not. I'm like, did I break it? I don't think so. Okay. So after we wiggle and stretch, ooh, big stretch. Let's go ahead and step into questions. We got already people in line. It's great. So let's see what we can do. Annie Cat got in first. Annie Cat's question was, what's coming towards me in the near future? Please remember to like the video. It's a big old help. What? Ooh. Thanks, Lynn. What is coming towards Annie Cat? Oh, no, Annie Cat, you have not made any problems. Bunnies, thanks. What is coming towards Annie Cat in the near future? This one's for me. I was shuffling the cards before everybody got in, and they just splat these ones out. And I was like, huh, it's kind of weird that Annie Cat's getting the same ones. No, Chariot's my name. So hold on, let's actually shuffle for Annie Cat now. Good morning, Lisa. It's good to see you. Okay, for Annie Cat though, what's coming in their near future? Okay, Two of Wands. Ah, thank you, Annie, Annie Cat. Thank you. That is helpful. What is coming in Annie Cat's near future? No. Yeah, I get that on the internet. It's hard, huh? Oh, there we go. The Star. Ooh. And the Six of Wands. This is big. I don't know where I'm going, but oh boy, I'm confident. This is like oozing confidence. Deck. Oh, you like the deck? Thank you. This is the Hush Tarot, one of my favorites. So here we have Two of Wands reversed. As you can see, Two of Wands is a crossroads. This bird is at a crossroad. Got it upside down. You don't know where you're going. But then we have the Star and Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about victory. It's about getting what you want. The Star is about hope. It's about love. It's about joy, I'd say. Joy in hope. Hope as an action. I don't know. So this sounds like you don't have any plans. You don't know where you're going, but you're going there like fabulously. You're getting there in just a beautiful way, in a fun way, in a joyful way, in a confident way. Confident is the big word here. You're happy with where you are, who you are, what you're doing. Self-confidence then. So it doesn't really matter what your destination is, because this surge of self-confidence is going to take you where you need to be. Then what has destiny planned for me? Yes, I like how it's certainly. Oh, Steph, thank you. Thank you for the donation. It has certainly circumvented your question, because you asked what's going to happen, and it's like, you're just gonna have fun. So I'm gonna pull one more card, see like, okay, but like what are they doing confidently, or what should they do confidently? What should any cat do confidently, happily, joyfully? Where is this energy best spent for them if they don't know where they're going, you know? What will bring the best outcome? Please? You just don't want to tell me? I'd really love to tell Aniket though. Ace of Coins. Okay. So this is a good time for perhaps putting in applications, working on your resume, getting a new suit, starting a business if that's something you're interested in, but generally just working on your career, working on your business, working on how you make money. Because right now this confidence is going to seep out and other people will notice it. And it's the perfect time to make other people go, ooh, this guy, I want to hire them, right? Hey, Salama, welcome in. Of course you can. So, be confident, be cool, and work on your career, your resume, your applications, your business, because other people will notice and think you're cool too. Okay. Got a few people in line. Let's see who's up next. It's Green's turn. Green asked, am I going to find another job that pays a bit more and other things I'm looking for? I know I just started the job I'm currently in, but I'm still looking forward to my bigger goal. I'm glad that you haven't given up. Not given up. I know you wouldn't do that. I'm glad you haven't like slowed down maybe, but at the same time, no, I'm not. You need to take a minute for yourself. You need a breather. But I'm happy for you, no matter what it is. So, is Green going to find that job they're looking for? You're so welcome, Aniket. Thank you for being here. Thank you for asking your question. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, 7 of coins. Get 2 more for Green, please. Oh, I think I saw that. Oh, okay. Page of coins. Yeah, please come back. And 1 more for Green, please. Oh. Emperor reversed. Okay. Okay, Green, this is a pretty clear answer. You personally are ready for your dream job, for the job you're looking for. The better paying one, the one in the field you actually want, right? You yourself are ready. You have a good resume, you have a good personality, you have good experience, right? However, the people who you want to hire you are not ready. Which, you know, isn't that just the job market right now? They are obviously missing you, but they're also missing the spots to let you in. Thank you very much. This is the Hush Tarot. It's one of my favorites. So, Green, I know that you want to push forward, and that's always a good idea. Don't stop. But I would like you to take a breather. You can still apply to stuff. You can still look for stuff. I'm not stopping you from doing that, but don't do it to your detriment. Don't stress about it right now, because it sounds like there aren't the opportunities for you right now. You're gonna have to wait, I don't know, a month maybe? A month might be a good time to check back on this. But in that time, you don't need to work on yourself. You have already done what you need to do. You already look great. Your resume already looks great. Okay? Unfortunately, you are in the waiting period, right? Late stage capitalism, Looking around the 20th green would be my suggestion. That must be because of the stars. Things should be lining up well around then. Good. Fingers crossed, because I know green deserves this. Okay. So let's see. Remember to like the video. If you haven't subscribed, I don't think anyone here hasn't, but please do so. And let's see who's up next. It's Steph's turn. Would love more details on how meeting E in person this month will go. Okay. I remember we did that one last time. Let's get a little bit more detail on it. How will meeting E in person go for Steph? Yes, Lisa, thank you, Lynn. You had a little typo in there, and unfortunately the bot did not pick you up. How will meeting E in person go? Ooh. Or Lisa. Oh, okay. Oh no, that's an echo. Let's get you shuffled. How is meeting E in person going to go? Okay, interesting. How many is this? Okay, we have Queen of Cups reversed, Two of Coins, the Five of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay, so we have a queen and a king here. Hey Anita, welcome in. Movement, surprises, dedication. What does this deck say about the Five of Swords? Because that is a very different depiction than most other decks would have. Five of Wands, Pentacles, Swords. Sometimes decks change things. Meditation and, oh no, that's 4. Conflict and selfishness. Your winnings are many, but they come choked with the weeds of tension and hostility. While their blooms, invasive. Interesting. Okay, so jealousy. There's a bit of jealousy there. Okay. So meeting E in person, I think you're gonna, first of all, be extremely surprised by something. Something will take you off guard. Now, this doesn't have to be a bad thing by any means. It's just surprising. And it feels like it's a encompassing whole. It's not like, oh, I'm surprised by this detail on the card. No, I'm surprised by the whole card, right? And again, it doesn't have to be in a bad way. It's just surprising. We also had both a queen and a king fall out. Queen is reversed. You might be a little bit out of sorts, a little bit confused in this meeting, but in the long term, this is a good sign. This is a good sign for long term. And last to talk about, the Five of Swords. This, in this deck, is like jealousy. This is absolutely winning. You have won a battle, but perhaps lost more than you expected, or specifically the winning turned out maybe to not be what you wanted. So maybe all of this together is kind of giving like a fight, like not a big one, but like a small fight might start and you win the fight, and then later you look back and you're like, that fight was stupid. Why did we even have it? Why did I push so hard to win? Right? Why did I engage? Like, why did I do that? Your world is about to be turned upside down, about to be swept off your feet. Yeah, kind of. That's definitely the vibe. Especially with this Two of Coins. But this is a good draw. There's some warnings here, but they're little, which is good because good relationships will come with little small things that you don't like, right? There's no such thing as a perfect relationship, okay? We're feeling the blue today. I am. It is what I would call extremely early fall. And I have decided to wear a sweater. Wow, good. Okay, good. I'm glad that feels good to you, Steph. It's very overcast, and it's not as muggy. It's not as muggy as it has been. Blue. Okay. Next up is Nick's turn. First time meeting, let's get the fight in. Yeah, exactly, Steph. And you look back and you're like, how come I did that? But little problems are a good sign, honestly. So, first time meeting, first time swinging. It's not that big of a deal, I promise. I promise. Little things, little things. Okay. So it's Nick's turn. Nick's question was, what would my guides like me to know? That's too many. Okay. So we have 10 of Cups, King of Swords. And can we get one more? Tower. I feel like Tower comes up quite often for you, Nick. Or maybe I'm imagining that. King of Swords fits you very well. Is there anything your guide wants you to know? Perhaps there will be something to disrupt your calmness, your peace that you have very carefully hoarded like a dragon, your centeredness, your meditation space. Something about the sacredness of your quiet calm is very much what I'm getting out of this. Something is going to disrupt that soon. What it is yet, I don't know, and how big it is, I also don't know. Let's pull one more card. I'm interested in this. Where are you going with this? What can we do to protect the devil? Maybe a hyperfixation? Yeah, there could be something coming in that will overtake your life a bit. Maybe a new video game, maybe a hyperfixation on a subject, but something's coming in. Maybe even an addiction or a bad habit of some sort to come in and disrupt your peace. Tower moment soon. Foundations need to be checked, apparently. Ten of Cups upside down interests me. Community disruption. It could be community disruption, but I really had that sense of that inner quiet. Something coming there to disrupt, particularly there. And I think it's coming from inside the house. You know what I mean? The call's coming from inside the house. So that could be disruptive shadow work. That could be an addiction. It could be a hyperfixation. Something like that. But it's definitely going to teach you something. If I know anything about you, it'll be a teaching moment. So I think you'll be perfectly fine in the long run. Well, let's see. How many people do we have in queue right now? Two more people in queue. Been meditating less. I need to do that more. That's it. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull up the next person. It's Selma's turn. I'm invited for a written test and interview by 2 organizations. Whichever one will give me the best offer and opportunity, the first or the second. Ooh. After this one comes Lisa. Her question didn't get picked up. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Lynn. Oh, okay. So I hadn't even decided how I was going to do this. Hello, Rowan. Hello. So let's decide how we're doing this. I think 2 cards for Organization 1 and 2 cards for Organization 2. Make sure that you know in your heart which one is 1 and which one is 2. I'm assuming it's which one you interviewed or reached. Which one is... You'll know. You'll know. So, 2 cards for Organization 1. And 2 cards for Organization 2, please. In the meantime, thank you for being here, as always. It's really good to see everybody. Okay. 4 of Swords. Temperance. And that means I'm going to reverse these. Or unreverse them, I guess. And then 2 cards. Okay, thank you. Knight of Swords. And 1 more, please, for organization number 2. Thank you. Oh, okay. Every single one came out upside down, so we'll flip them up. So for organization 1, we have 4 of Swords and Temperance. This sounds like a job where you're going to be doing very little all of the time. Like, it's always going to be something. It's never nothing. So there's never really time to completely rest. But it's a slow, steady amount of work that isn't overwhelming, but is always there. On this side, we have Knight of Swords and Judgment. This feels like an opportunity to have upward movement, to be recognized, to be seen, to be pushing forward. This is a much more active position. This is a much more, I would almost say, satisfying position, but also demanding. Public recognition, perhaps. And particularly, you asked about, let me pull it up. A written test or interview. Which one will give me the best offer and opportunity? Okay. So for that, I would say organization 2, because this gives you the opportunity of pushing forward, upward momentum, getting promoted, stepping up, getting seen, getting noticed. It's going to be a little bit harder than 1. So it depends also on how much energy you have right now. If you're in a time in your life where you are exhausted and need rest, then perhaps organization 1 is a better choice for you. But if you're at a point in your life where you want to go, 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 and you want to get opportunities, number 2. Like the horse on the side, thank you. This is the unicorn planchette that we did for our Halloween stream. We sculpted that live for our subathon. And remember, we have another subathon April 4th. It's a Saturday. Hi, Jazz. Welcome in. It's good to see you. So Lisa asked, what guidance do my guides have about aligning my life so I can move closer to my grandbabies sooner? And what steps should I focus on to make that transition smooth and supported? Okay. That's a really thoughtful and well done question. You're welcome, Selma. I hope it was helpful. What guidance do Lisa's guides have about aligning her life so she can move closer to the grandbabies sooner? What steps they focus on to make that transition smooth and supported? Hierophant, 4 of Cups, Hanged Man. You may need help from like a third party. Guys have about aligning my settle and like tie up loose ends. There's a sense of cleaning house, but in a very... Oh, no, don't worry. Lynn saved your question. So we're doing you now. And I'm getting a sense of like settling affairs, tying up loose ends. King of Cups. Cleaning house, but in almost like a very meta way, right? Of writing out your to-do list. And I don't mean like a to-do of like how to move. I mean like just what is currently on your to-do list and just trying to finish everything. And then once that's done, your brain will be ready. Fate will be ready to just let you move on because there's nothing tying you back. There's no strings. You've tied up all the loose ends. There's no strings to hold you back or to keep you where you are. For that, well, maybe not for that, but maybe alongside that, you might need help from a third party. What that is, I don't know. Is that movers? Is that like help buying a new house? King of Cups. King of Cups. Is this just a confidant? Someone you can tell everyone and talk to so you don't feel like it's all locked up in your head? Emotional support? Can we get one more card to kind of explain the Hierophant and the King of Cups? What are they here to help with? That's way too many. Again, that's way too many. Can I have one card to help expound on what Hierophant and King of Cups are here to do? How are they here to help? What needs helped with? Hi Luna, welcome in. What are they here to help with? We have too many, but that's fine. 8 of Cups, the Lovers, 6 of Cups, King of Wands reversed. Yeah, this is absolutely a confidant. This is somebody that you're comfortable with talking about what might be bothering you, to help like throw spaghetti at the wall almost is what I'm getting. Like to help you brainstorm what needs tied up, what needs solved, right? You need to be able to know what that is. What needs tied up in your brain? This is like a therapist or a confidant to help you settle things so that those strings that we were tying up earlier don't hold you back. How do you identify those strings? Are they in your brain? Are they physical? This is somebody to talk to help you through all of that. To get your thoughts in order so you can get your actions in order. So hopefully that made sense, Lisa. But it sounds like making sure that you're open and talking to people makes sense. I have to let go of my belongings that no longer suit me. And you might need help doing that. Yeah. Sit down and be like, do I need this? Should I keep this? Should I get rid of this? Having somebody just to bounce ideas and words off of in that process is usually a good idea. So let's see. Next up we have Anita. Anita asked, what is coming towards me? A deceptively simple question. If queue ever gets empty, would you consider explaining the trinkets? Yeah, if you want me to. I like my little trinkets. I hope that they add something to stream. Seven of Cups. Lisa, thank you so much for the tip. Eight of Swords. And one more. One more to round off the story, please. Good morning, Stephanie. Hello. It's good to see you. Oh, okay. Is that right? No, that's not right. It doesn't feel right. Bad. It feels bad. Oi! Okay, we need one more. Let's pop over here. Anita, what is coming towards you? What is coming towards Anita? There we go. Five of Swords. That's pretty interesting. Okay. You're so welcome, Lisa. I'm sorry you missed it. Absolutely go back. No shame in turning back. Oh, come on, chat, please. Please cooperate with me. No? So, what is coming towards them? We have Seven of Cups reversed, Eight of Swords reversed, Five of Swords. This is a sticky, this is a kind of a bad feeling, a bad situation. So we have old wizard warming vibes. Yeah. This feels like a victory, obviously. We have Five of Swords again, which is victorious, right? But it's a hollow victory because we have this Eight of Swords reversed, which I would call like building your own cage. Like you're victorious, but you're you're shutting other people out. 7 of Cups reversed. Yeah, shutting other people out. Like you've won, but you didn't realize that winning would be a loss of people, right? A loss of connection. A loss of community, almost. And you don't know what to do about that. Can we have advice on how to avoid this situation? How to mitigate it? Hanged Man reversed. Oh, this isn't your... This isn't yours? No. This is someone else around you. Okay. Someone very close to you is going to do this. Is going to push people away in their quest to win some kind of argument. They're going to push their community, their family away, isolate themselves, build their own shell, their own cage. And what you have to do is just wait it out. Unfortunately, this is not a problem you can solve. It is going to affect you and be annoying and be painful in some ways. But the cards are saying don't try to force it to change. This is not yours. This is just a warning. This is going to happen. Heads up. It's not you, but it's someone else. Okay. Strange one, Anita. Really strange pull that you got there. I'm glad you asked that question. The cards really wanted you to know. Okay. So next up we have Rowan. Rowan asked, how can I process my current feelings? Preferably action over rest or something more specific than just rest. Okay. Immediately we get the star and we get the, what is this, the 4 of Wands? Yeah. We got one more to round this story out for Rowan. Process your emotions. Not rest though. I'm looking at you, 4 of Wands reversed. Can we get something that's not rest? Or you just gonna be quiet and so you refuse to say something other than rest? Three of Wands. Yeah, they're trying to be sneaky there. First of all, the biggest message here is this Star reversed card. So this is letting you know that you need to feel these emotions in order to process them. This is not a love and light situation. This is not a good vibes only situation. You are allowed and in fact encouraged to have rancid vibes and hate and darkness, you know? As long as you're not hurting anybody, getting through those emotions by feeling them is going to be the best way forward, even if it's messy and gross and obviously doesn't feel good. That's kind of the point. Four of Wands reversed. This is something that I was yelling at it about. Four of Wands reversed feels like cancel plans. Four of Wands reversed sounds like stay home. Which I did not want to have that kind of card fall out. You specifically asked for not that. And last we have Three of Wands, which gender neutral girl rotting. Yes, very much so. Maybe not the rotting part, but like, yeah, that's kind of it. So I want to, let's see. To actually work, yeah, of course. Bye, Lisa. Have a good day at work and happy weekend. And yes, come on Discord. So last one for you, Rowan. This feels honestly like taking a solo trip. Like going out into the mountains alone. Going out camping alone. Going to somewhere beautiful for a day trip or one night trip alone. To just think and process. Maybe journal in front of a waterfall is kind of really the image that I'm getting here, is going out into the mountains, going out wherever you find beautiful. Maybe it's the beach, maybe it's a waterfall, maybe it's the forest, your favorite park. I don't know, somewhere beautiful, a little bit far away, not too far, like day trip far. Spending a whole day, maybe two, processing, journaling, writing, sitting alone. This is an alone trip to let you feel these feelings. And apparently, if you need to cancel plans in order to schedule this trip, then that's what it is advocating for. All three of those do sound very real for my situation. Okay, good. At least it's not just a rest card then, as long as it actually had something to say for you, then I'm not too worried about it. I'm glad that you asked. I'm glad that you trust me like that. So, hopefully it will feel better quickly. I know I told you to feel gross feelings, and I don't want you to stay there. I want you to get through them. So you deserve that. You deserve it. Okay. That was a heavy one. I had to like shake it out. Doesn't matter, I just haven't had time to process life changes while work has been busy this week. Yeah, that makes sense. It still feels heavy. So definitely a good time to go process. I think I'll need to tell Lynn to do the same thing soon. Next up, gender neutral girl erotic was supposed to be my second name. That's a good one. That's a good one. You're so welcome, Rowan. Okay, it's Luna's turn. What would be helpful for me to be aware of on how the person on my mind will view me after our meeting? Ooh, okay. What do you need to be aware of? Knight of Cups reversed. The Wheel. The High Priestess reversed. Wrath of Said. Very good. Okay, Luna. This feels very much like the cards are chiding you a little bit, which I don't love. It feels like they're saying with Knight of Cups and High Priestess reversed, these two reversed cards, that you are inside of this other person's head when you need to be inside of your own. How do you feel? How do they make you feel? Right? Is it anxious? Is it scared? Is it happy? Do you like having this person on your mind, or does it make you nervous because you want to know what they think? You need to be thinking about what you think, how you feel, what's happening in your nervous system and in your brain. But then we also have the Wheel here. And this is a different card. The Wheel, I think, is talking about perhaps like a mirror. The bug is on a lake. It has ripples in it, but it's still water. It feels like a mirror. So very well, this other person could be feeling the same way that you're feeling, which is why the cards are telling you to figure out how you feel first, and then you can process it onto them. Now, it's not exactly the same. We have these ripples. They don't feel exactly the same way that you do, but enough that the reflection is still there. True. Okay, good. Hey, Maurice, welcome. Thank you for the like. So, Luna, once you figure out how you feel, they feel very similar. Not exactly the same, but enough that you can see the reflection. Like a pool with ripples in it. I love that symbolism. Yay, I'm glad. I'm glad it's helpful. I liked that. I liked that read a lot. Closest Fluffy Bunny, not good. No, absolutely not. But it sounds like overall, Luna, your situation is not too bad. I didn't feel any kind of ickiness or malice in there. Just nerves and shakiness, you know? You're so welcome, Luna. You're so welcome. Okay. So let's see. We've got... Oops, oops, oops. There we go. Up next is Jazz's turn. Yes, absolutely. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm picking up on the right vibes. So good luck. So Jazz's question was messages from my spirit team. Love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm so glad you guys are playing nice in there. Did Stephanie get picked up? Great question. Yes, Stephanie is next. So what are some messages from Jazz's spirit team? King of Coins reversed. Ten of Wands. Hi, Revan. Welcome in. Hello. Can we get one more card for Jazz, please? Finish this story up. What's the messages from their spirit team? Quiet. How come they've gone quiet? Is there anyone else wanting to say something? Quiet. What's with that? Seven of Swords. Five of Swords. King of Swords. Okay. So Jazz, we have two kings here, and they certainly feel like two different people or two different guys. This one was hesitant to even come through, like they didn't want to interact with this one, which is strange. This one came out and I got the feeling of like a grandpa, but specifically Oh, have you seen, this is such a stupid question. Have you seen the Nutcracker? It's giving the uncle from the Nutcracker, who's like kind of really strange, really almost, you're like, are you evil? I can't tell. You're like, you're nice to me, but like, are you evil to, I don't know. So it's that kind of vibe of like weird gray, like they love you, but maybe they weren't a good person in life, something like that. And then we have 10 of Wands, which came out, Jazz, and immediately I was like, oh, there's like conflict within your spirit team. I think you have this person here who, like I said, there's a lot of love towards you, but there's still that weird vibe of like, maybe they were not a good person in life at all. I don't know. Very Nutcracker uncle vibes. Dude in the Nutcracker was seriously creepy. Yeah, something like that. And then We have King of Swords, which, like I said, was reluctant to even say anything because this person was here. They don't get along at all. This person is King of Swords. This person is also masculine-ish. I don't get a clear gender off of this, like I did with this very grandpa figure. But masculine-leaning, I'd say. This is someone who is sharp, like, you know, like a sword. Someone who's witty. Someone who is very, very smart. Well, full of, they don't have to be educated. They just have to be full of wisdom. Like, they always know something. This is good, like a old grandma who smells the air and knows it's gonna rain, and you're like, how did you do that? That's the kind of vibe here. Or like knows exactly when to plant a seed, and you're like, how? They're like, oh, because of the clouds. Like, what do you mean, right? They don't like them. I think this person is like trying to be much better after death. They very much want to make up for what they've done, or at least they want to love you. I don't know. But this person wants nothing to do with them. But they're both here. They're both trying to help you out. So you have at least 2 guides who want to be there for you. I would look into ancestry stuff because I do believe that they're both related to you. They're both human spirits. They're both ancestors. They're probably not someone you knew in life. They feel older than that. They feel like they are older than you could have known, right? But they've still followed the family, and they've still followed you, and they're here to protect. They're here to help out. It's not quite the gif of like the guy walking into the room on fire with pizza, but it's a little bit like that. Like I walked in on some family drama. I'm feeling a little awkward now. I'm like, was that my place? I think my great grandmother is my spirit team. That absolutely could be the King of Swords on this side. That feels right. I wonder who the King of Pentacles was. I would look into ancestor work, leave out some coffee or some tea or something you think your great-grandmother would like. Tell her hello, tell her thank you. She seems very pragmatic though. She's like, why would you... I heard, like, why would you do that? Why would you waste a perfectly good cup of coffee? Wow, okay, Grandma. That's not usually how ancestor stuff works. Okay. You're gonna have to work with these people. They have personalities, that's for sure. Not sure of other members, though. Yeah, they feel further back than you might have known. See if there was anyone great-grandma didn't like at all. Definitely could be, yeah. Good to know they're around to help me. Absolutely. Absolutely, they're around to help you. Okay, and then I think we have one more person in line. I think. We have Stephanie. Will I be able to find... Just got up an hour ago, I'm thinking a question. Yeah, Revan, don't worry about it. If it's morning and your brain's slow, that's all right. Will Stephanie be able to find the information needed for a package? Let's see what we got. Will you be able to find this information? Maybe do you know where it is? How to look for it? Ace of Wands reversed. 5 of Cups. Little birdie told me. 3 of Wands again. It might be hard. You're so welcome, Jazz. I'm so glad I got to do the reading for you. Hey, Alan. Hello. Welcome in. So, Stephanie, no matter what, if that's an unfortunate answer here, if you find this information, it'll be hard. It'll be hard to find. You're going to have to go out of your way to look for this information. Little birdie told me. Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm glad that you're doing well. You might have to ask someone for maybe not help, but like hints. It feels like hints in like an interview almost. Like a detective going around and asking questions of the suspects and getting little hints from what they say. It doesn't feel like getting help from someone else. It specifically feels like tracing your steps backwards, putting the story together from hints from other people. You're gonna have to, unfortunately, put some work into this if you want that information. But the cards don't say it's impossible, okay? It happens. Okay. I'm sorry to give you kind of a sad downer of a reading, but hopefully you know who to ask for stuff. You're so welcome, Stephanie. Thank you for asking. Okay. And then I think next up, it's Marie's turn. Okay. Yeah, so it's Marie's, and then I think Alan's. So Marie's asked, messages from my higher self regarding my current situation. Okay, we got the moon. Not a great start. Messages from my higher self regarding my current situation. Okay, the wind just really picked up. I might have to stand up and close the door in just a second because the wind is going hard. Can we get 3 of Swords? And 1 more, please. 1 more for Merez. I saw you. Page of Cups reversed. You heard that wind? Yeah, it's going. So Maurice, I hope you're still, well, I don't know, I guess maybe it doesn't matter if you're here or not, because we have the moon.
Closing the door.
Closing the door. Thank you so much. It's very loud. Here we go. So the moon, especially the moon reversed here, comes out, and I feel like when you shake a magic 8-ball and you get the try again later triangle, that's kind of what it feels like. And then we have 3 of Swords, which is about heartbreak, and Page of Cups reversed. I have a feeling, Maryse, that your higher self, yeah, okay. I have a feeling that your higher self is confused and does not know where to even start. There's a sense of like, I don't know why, but I just got the image of like I guess a doll that's really dirty, and you have to go in to the bathroom or the shower or the sink or something and like clean this dirt off of this doll. Your higher self is just too confused to give you any kind of good information because they need to be fed. They need to be taken care of. They need to be let out to play. They're like a pet. Very much like a pet that needs help from you, needs assistance, needs taken care of. Otherwise, they're not able to give you that help that you need from them, right? I'm wondering, is there... What do they need? What can help them feel better? Queen of Wands reversed. They need a gosh darn break. They need to feel not just like me now, yeah. It sounds like both you and your higher self need that break. You need a chance to catch your breath, to calm down, to slow down, to get your nervous system back in order. Like I said, very much like I said with Rowan earlier, going out and spending a day just sitting and looking at something beautiful, like a waterfall or a forest or a beach. Just sitting there, not doing anything, just resting and sitting and thinking and processing, maybe journaling. But at least one like full day of sitting and looking at something beautiful outside and processing. That should help a lot. If you're interested in astrology, look for some clarity in the next few weeks. The 20th will be a big day for the stars. Maybe you'll know something by then. Ooh, okay. So that's not too bad. That's only... what, 2 weeks? Yeah, exactly 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks out. So by then, hopefully, you'll be able to feel more in control of yourself, more centered. You do journal and good. Be comfortable in the confusion. That's so hard. That's so hard. But right now, I don't sense any comfort, only confusion. So I want you to have that comfort somehow. And I really think a day trip out to somewhere that you think is beautiful and sitting outside and journaling would help a lot, just like I told Rowan to do. He'll come out of retrograde on the 20th. and the sun will go into Aries. Everyone will start feeling a little less hazy. I've noticed the theme for a lot of people, for sure. I feel like most people in my life right now are like confused about where to go, what to do, feel stuck. Big theme of feeling stuck. Or like they don't have the resources they need. Like they're solving a puzzle, but they don't have all the pieces. So. You're so welcome, Maurice. I'm glad you got something out of it. I love your setting. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Really helpful. Good. I'm so glad. Please come back. We do tarot every Monday and Friday. I would love to have you here in our setting. You make it this comfortable. It's the people in chat that make it this comfortable. I just put the blanket down. So next, let's see. I think there's one more person. No, there's got to be two more. It's Alan's turn. Will I be getting a job this year? Hey, mom selfie. Good. Okay. Oop. That's not right. Okay. Is Alan getting a job this year? 10 of Cups. That's a good sign already. She'll be back. Yay, thank you, Marys. Will we be getting a job this year? The Devil. Okay. And one more? Because this is feeling good. Oh, there's already one more. 8 of Swords. Okay. Okay, Alan, this feels like a big yes. A big yes. There's also something else going on though, because the cards answered your question with just one card. Yes. And then they gave you some clarification. Okay, so we have the Devil here, which is like these kittens wearing this big scary mask. And then the 8 of Swords. So this feels like you are headed towards a weird job. Something that you like very, very much, but it's not a quote unquote normal job. And like, don't worry too much about it not paying. This feels like good pay, good happiness, right? This feels like a furry artist, right? This feels like almost like a not safe for work artist. This feels like me, like a tarot reader, like a VTuber. Like this feels like a weird job that you really like, but that other people don't understand, that you feel weird talking about with other people, that you are afraid of doing because of what other people think and because of how you have been trained to see the world. And you will need to work a weird complementary job. Yeah. Yeah. You will need to be able to break out of this cage of thinking that weird jobs aren't real jobs, or that they aren't going to pay you enough and have that fear there, or that it's embarrassing, or that you can't you know, talk about it with other people, right? There's a fear there. Weird jobs pay well. I can't say mine does yet, but I'm working on it. But certain weird jobs pay really, really well. But all in all, this is a good sign for you, Alan. So if you have a hobby or a passion that you really like, if you want to sell your art, if you want to, I don't know, like code weird little robots, if you want to be a YouTuber, right? If you want to start your own business being a bike repairman for your local community out of your garage, right? Weird jobs. It doesn't have to be like an internet job. It can just be a weird job in general. Try to break out of that feeling that that's not enough, that that's not good enough or safe enough. Because if it's your passion, then that's important and you should follow it. Interesting. Okay. I hope it's something to chew on, right? I hope it's something that you get to think about and understand soon. I have to be open-minded. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for asking. That was a really fun one to read. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here. We do tarot every Monday and Friday, so come on back. I like having you around. Good energy, good energy. Enjoyed the reading. Yay, that's my job. I want to make sure everybody feels good. Okay. And then I think we have just one more in line. So if there's any lurkers in chat that have not asked a question yet, now's a great time to do so because the queue is empty. I think we just have Revan to do, if it will load. Right? It picked up Revan, right? I thought it did. Maybe, maybe not. No. Yeah? Weird. Can you post your question again? Because it has decided it's your turn, but has not given me what your question was. I'm learning that my bot likes to eat Twitch questions. And I'm not a huge fan of that. I need that fixed. Will I ever meet someone? Will I ever meet someone? Good question. Oh, and immediately we get one answer. We have 6 of Wands and 2 of Swords reversed. So that, first of all, 6 of Wands is an immediate yes. Just like we had for Alan's question. It looks like the second 2 cards will be explanation. We have, okay, 2 of Swords reversed and Strength. So Strength is all about being strong enough inside that you don't need to be forceful on the outside, okay? Being respectable, I guess, is a good way to put it. Being confident, being naturally stepping into leadership and being kind and strong in a way that helps other people. So it sounds like stepping into some kind of confidence. This card often comes out when you need to take that confidence and really be inside of it, really make it true, because confidence is like scientifically proven to be the sexiest thing you can be. Okay? Everybody likes when somebody else is confident in themselves. It naturally, magnetically draws people to you. So being comfortable in your own body, being comfortable in your own mind, being comfortable with the way that you act, the way that you treat other people, that is going to make you magnetic. So how do we step into this confidence? I think that's going to be in Two of Swords reversed. So Two of Swords is about a tightrope, I would say. It's about being it's about like choices, but in a way, how do I say this? A tightrope walker isn't going to be successful in his job if he's not confident, right? If that tightrope walker gets nervous, they're gonna fall off. So having Two of Swords here, it makes me think that you, again, need to step into this confidence in order to progress. But also, there's a sense that you feel watched, right? You feel judged. A tightrope walk isn't done just because. It's done as a spectacle. It's done for people to watch you, to be impressed. And right now is not a good time for you to feel watched because you're still learning how to be confident. I don't think that this feeling is going to go away because you can't just isolate yourself alone in your room or your house or whatever. You can't completely ignore people and keep yourself from being seen. Unfortunately, you will be perceived. Unfortunately, you will be perceived. And so you have to become confident while you're on the tightrope, which is a sucky place to be, but it's where everyone is. My manager would call it building the airplane while you're in the air. It's uncomfy and it's not nice, but it's where you are. I think sitting with yourself, figuring out what you like about yourself, what makes you feel good. Hard for me to go out. I'm stuck at home a lot because of epilepsy. Ooh, okay. Then that makes a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense as to why you don't feel right in a crowd. Okay. I'm gonna get one more card here. Okay, that was fast. Death reversed. I'm wondering if you feel trapped inside the egg. Because that's not death, right? You're still alive. But you feel trapped in this egg. Held back, right? That's not how I want to portray having epilepsy, you know. but there's a sense of confinement in that, in the death card. And the sense of like spiritual, right? Stuck living with your parents. Exactly, yeah. Hello, welcome in, Leo. It's good to have you. I also think that death is very much guiding us away from real life. Real life, it's not like, but more towards how you feel inside your head. So in order to have that strength, that magneticism, think about who you are on the inside. Do you like the way you treat people? Do you like the way you make other people feel when they're in the same room with you? I think you've been really cozy here with me. I've enjoyed your vibe a lot. But I get a feeling that there's something you don't like about the inside of yourself. And either accepting it, which is a whole journey, or letting it go, which is much harder than it sounds. Accepting it is usually, honestly, the easier and healthier way to do it, depending on what it is. Will help you draw that person in. Maybe it's something that you just think is weird about you. Kind of like I was talking last about a weird job, something you feel embarrassed about. People love confidence. So if you're embarrassed about something, that comes off as feeling not confident, obviously. I think that's where this is all going. Feeling stuck, feeling judged. If you lean into what you like, cringe is dead. That's where that's all going. Cringe is dead, okay? And once we all realize that, and once we all are our true selves in front of everyone, that's better. People are scared of epilepsy. There's nothing to be scared of. People are touchy. People are weird. And if people are scared of epilepsy, are you embarrassed by it? It doesn't seem like it from this end of the stream. I feel like it might be something else that you're embarrassed, but maybe it's not. And whatever it is, we gotta embrace cringe is dead, right? Hey Ragad, welcome in. It's good to see you. If it happens in large crowds, okay, yeah, that's fair. It is, but they're scared for you, not of you, right? At least I hope so. If they're good people. Yeah, don't ignore the bot. Ignore the bot, Ragad. She just gets picky if your first chat is a question. Okay, I'm gonna check queue. I think we just got people struggling to get in. So I think up next is going to be Ragad. And then I feel like someone else was here. Maybe I'm wrong. Did I take your question or what? It didn't, but I'm going to go ahead and do you right now, Ragad. Ah, and then Leo, that's who I was thinking of. So Ragad, your question was, Will I meet my future husband in the near future or not yet? Or have I already met him? Ooh. Oh, okay. That was fast. We have the Devil, Chariot reversed, 4 of Cups, and 6 of Wands. Or 6 of Wands. I said 6 of Swords reversed. Oof, I was in thought. There you go. So, sabotaging everyone because I want the trinket show said. So, Ragat, if this really feels like you already know this person, having the Chariot reversed and the 6 of Swords reversed, that feels like you already know them. I wonder if that news is disappointing to you in some way. But then here at the beginning, we had the Devil. And the Devil is not a scary card. The Devil is about enjoying things, even if other people think they're weird and strange. I have a feeling you might have your eye on someone who maybe your family doesn't like or society thinks is kind of strange. And you've said, okay, no, I should go for somebody else. And the cards are saying no. There's someone you already know who maybe is a little strange. Maybe, do you know that they're strange yet? Are they hiding it? So yeah. Oh my God, absolutely someone you already know. And someone a little bit strange. Society or your family or you think is a little bit off. Not in a bad way, or maybe it doesn't have to be in a bad way. And I'm wondering if you know this person is strange yet or not. So I can't quite touch that. We'll have a trinket show eventually. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll happen. So then I think up next is just Leo. So Leo asked, can you only ask one question? One per stream. Can you write my answer here? I didn't hear it clearly. Oh yeah, of course. Let me grab my keyboard real quick. So someone you already know, but maybe who is a little strange. I don't know if you know they are strange yet. Hopefully that's helpful. Yes, please, please, please come back. So our next will be on Monday. Both here, or both on Twitch and on YouTube. So Leo's question was, how to deal with love? Great question, Leo. How do you deal with love? Quick answer again. You're so welcome, Ragad. So we have the Emperor, Three of Swords, Empress, Chariot reversed. Emperor and Empress. Three of Swords in the middle. Oof. Chariot reversed. Yes, it doesn't have to be a bad straight. Thank you, Lynn, for clarifying that. See you on Monday. Thank you so much, Revan. I'm excited to have you back. Have a good night. The question is the ultimate question. Yeah. So, Leo, very clearly you're having some problems with love. You're having some heartbreak, some big emotions that hurt. And that is normal. But we had both the Emperor and the Empress come out. That's pretty wild. Facing each other, right? That heartbreak in the middle. The cards have only one piece of advice for you, and that's don't run away. Okay? It's okay to walk away if you've tried everything and it's not going to get better, but don't run away. Communicate. Communication. There is a reason that the Emperor here is reversed, and it's not because they're upset or wrong or something like that. It's because these two wanted to face each other. They want to communicate. Through the pain, it's gonna hurt, and that's sad and upsetting. But if you want to have that love, you have to show that love, right? And that's through communication. Can we get one more card about advice, about communication? How do we make it easier? That's a lot of advice, my dude. Can we have a can we have an easier read? Something that's clearer for Leo? Clear advice? Again, that's not clear advice, please. I know you want to help very, very much. But the best way to help is for a clear reading for advice here. Thank you very, very much. 9 of Wands. Ooh, okay. What is my lover's sign? Ooh, okay. I don't know what you quite mean by that, but you definitely have a sign here about having the Emperor and the Empress. So that is perhaps fate. I'm not someone who does like soulmates or anything, but this is somebody who is very good for you. So at the very least, you have a connection with someone very, very good for you. It's not easy though. There's definitely this problem, this heartbreak, this pain in the middle. How do we deal with it? 9 of Wands. So that would be kind of the same message that we got from the Chariot reverse. Just don't run away. Don't run away. Have the strength to keep going. have the strength to communicate. You need to be vulnerable in order to communicate. You need to be open in order to communicate. You need to be trusting in order to communicate. And those are all things that hurt and are hard. It's my name, Twin Flames. Yes, exactly. You have a twin flame here. I like that. And you need to talk it out. You need to have the courage to talk to them and have the vulnerability to be open and honest and communicative. But there is absolutely someone there for you. Which is, I would think, a very, very good sign. A very good sign for a very happy future. Good question. Very, very good question. Thank you for asking. And now, let's see. Yeah, now we're down at the end of Q. There's nobody left. So we can have our little trinket show that Sen was so desperately asking for. And I'm trying to think, where do we even start? So, trinket show. First off, if we're going left to right, I guess. I have these little candlesticks. I think that they're dollhouse candlesticks. They hold birthday candles. I like them very, very much because I like little things. I like miniatures and they are like brass, like actual metal, and they make me happy. So those are out here. This is such a silly little show. I never expected to like go through. This is the unicorn that we made on our Halloween subathon. I haven't glued the horn on yet because we don't have any super glue. It's been months and months and months, but that's okay. I'm quite proud of how she turned out. I think she's very pretty. Ooh, I lost my husband 15 years last year. 2 weeks this month. Came across my first love when I was 14, 15. Never could shake him now. He's getting divorced and I'm a widow. Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds like who we're talking about with that extreme heartache of the Three of Swords. Communicate. You need to talk. I think now's a good time to just talk. Okay, and then we have like so many pieces of amethyst. These two I found in the garbage. Like literally, these were just in the garbage, and so I took them. I love my garbage amethyst. This I bought yesterday. I'm very happy with it. It's a little cone incense burner. It reminds me of like the Catholic. You can do the little Catholic thing. It makes me so happy. I only bought it yesterday. I haven't used it yet. We've got a quartz ball here that I got a very long time ago. And then we have a glass crystal ball and a little stand for it. We have some sea glass and a little piece of sea pottery that has a stamp on it. I don't know if you can see it, but I thought it was cool because it's purple and it has a little stamp on it. It makes me happy. This is just a little charm. It's just a little star charm that makes me happy. Of the amethyst in the garbage, not lost love. Yeah. Big difference. a little skull bottle with some rum in it, because why not? And then a little perfume bottle. It's empty. A little vintage perfume bottle. It says Ladix Balenciaga, Paris, France. I don't speak French. Reminding me of Beauty and the Beast. Yes, absolutely. Sometimes I buy little birthday candles just to burn them in the little tiny candlesticks. This is just a teacup that I keep a candle in. And then I have my big candlestick that has bunnies on it. Bunnies and cabbage, I think. So there's a little baby, and then 3 big bunnies and a big cabbage. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. And that's the trinket show. An octopus decanter? That is really cool. Yeah. What kind of trinkets do you have on your desk? And do you like them? Can I ask another one, please? I'm really glad that you liked your answer. It's only 1 question per person per stream. So we are on Monday. And I would be very, very happy to answer your question on Monday. And if you need it real soon, I do have personal readings on my Ko-fi. So you can ask a question privately instead of in front of everyone. And that I could do quicker. Sick with envy. Well, this one I found, we went to a thrift store like the day before Easter. So they had put out anything and everything that was bunny related. And so I got this, and I got a big watercolor painting of a rabbit. And I was very, very happy about that. So yeah, what kind of trinkets do you like? Do you collect anything? I collect weird stuff. Not like a lot. Myself, I can't find my own understanding of the deck. That's completely understandable. It takes a long time to get the practice in. I'm only good enough to do it for other people because I've been doing it for like 12 years now. It really does take a long time to build the confidence and the intuition. And the more I do it for people online here, the more I stream and do readings for other people, the more I'm like hearing things, like not to be weird, but like I have started to hear things, but like not in my ears, just in my head, if that makes sense. So, I don't know. Maybe that's weird and makes you think I'm weird, but I've been hearing things. The other day someone called me a medium, and I'm like, no, just a small. I think Lynn's the one that called me a small. So we're at 3 o'clock. We have another hour. Lynn, is there something I should be pulling for astrology while we wait for more people to show up? heard things since childhood. I saw things when I was a kid, but I never heard stuff. A small queuing up to be a medium, yeah. That sounds right. Did you show them the really cool incense burner we found? I did. It's my favorite. I like it because you can do like the Catholic thing. Ooh, hoo hoo. I haven't used it yet. I don't have any cone incense. I only have stick incense right now, which the stick incense goes in a different burner that makes me very happy. I can show you guys that. It's up here. Oh, no, don't do that. You have to let go, please. Uh-oh. There we go. The stick incense, it goes in here. The stick incense goes in here, and then the smoke comes out of the little chimney, and there's a little glow inside the little fireplace. Oh, it makes me so happy. Oh, it makes me so happy. Am I eating your leftover sandwich? Oh yeah, you can eat it. I've always heard things. Now that I've slowed down, I can hear much better. Okay. That's really cool. Yeah, I did not hear things as a kid. I just saw things. I would always see like little, and I didn't see them right with my eyes. I would see them with my brain, but it wasn't my imagination either. It was like a third layer. I don't know if I can explain it right. But I'd see like little black shadows, like cat-sized black shadows, and they would just hang around. They would be different places. Some places wouldn't have any. Some places would have a few. Some places would have one. I don't know. They didn't have tails. They were just little animal-like black shadows. I don't know. A Palo Santo chimney for sage and Palo Santo. Ooh. My sister sees elemental spirits. Ooh, hello? Are those are kind of rarer, aren't they? Or maybe they're not. I don't know. I haven't been able to work with them before. I love working with spirits of place, but I haven't like seen them, and I don't think that they were necessarily elementals, you know? Incense burner from a religious goods shop. Ooh. Love a good incense burner. I now have the perfect stick and the perfect cone, and I want for nothing. I have been given. Kind of like the soot gremlins from My Neighbor Totoro. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Okay. The talk of sandwiches has made me very hungry. So I'm going to take a quick break. 5 minutes maybe. Be kind to each other in chat. If somebody comes in and they want their question answered, you guys have been fantastic with letting people know how Q works. I don't know how rare, something she's always seen. That's so interesting. I'd love to know more about that. So I'm going to take a quick break while we wait for people to come in. Please be friendly with them. Except the incense. Yeah, I don't have that. I want for incense. Cone incense. I have so much stick incense. So, I will see you very quickly. But I hunger. Hold on. Checking up on chat, and I have a question. I'm raising my hand. How's Mercury Cazimi while it's in retrograde? Does that affect the Cazimi? Because yeah, retrograde, if that affects anything. Or if that's just like a day off. Good vibes! Goodness knows we need it right now. Very much so. Hi Doji, welcome in! Welcome in, Elle. It's good to see you. We're looking at Venus goes into Aries today. And then soon we will have a Mercury Cazimi. Second of Epiphany around the retrograde haze. I would love that. I think all of my friends need that very badly, and so do I. So we can play around with Venus in Aries and have a nice collective reading for that. Haven't heard that name in years. What do you mean by that? I have revived. So how is this Venus in Aries going to affect people, perhaps in romance or relationships, in beauty, in love and self-love? How is Venus in Aries? Ooh. How is Venus in Aries going? Two queens. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords. Seven of Cups. Five of Pentacles. I think this is about how we've all been feeling this way. Drowning. We've been feeling like we're empty, starving, absolutely zero on the abundance scale. And it sounds like Venus in Aries will let us imagine again. Let us believe again. Let us have hope again. Right? I don't see a lot of action here. Instead, I see some blooming almost. Maybe not even blooming, like you're not giving up anymore. You're deciding to keep going. Out of hope. Out of beauty. Out of love. Queen of Pentacles as Queen of Abundance, and Queen of Swords as the Aries fire. Ooh. You're so right. She is very much showing Venus energy, this Queen of Pentacles. She's got like a veil on, like a bride, and a white dress. What looks like a white raven instead of a dove. And on the other side, we have Queen of Swords, who is Wearing nothing, it looks like. Only a mask of a raven. She's confident and fiery. Empty and starving, me 10 minutes ago. Big mood. But we're moving past that now. Because we can't go on from being starving without knowing where we're going. Because this feels like wandering. Now we'll know where we want to go, know what we want to be, and have the audacity to dream again. Giving ourselves permission to dream again. Echo. Can I get a little bit of information about specifically relationships and love? It's a lot more than a little bit of information. Let's see what we can do here. 4 of Cups, 3 of Cups. 6 of Swords reversed, Knight of Wands. This is too many for me to read, my girl. You're showing me a lot here. Yeah, we're going from feeling that lack to that abundance. Oh, are they in pairs? Not quite. Channeling that night energy. Thank you very much for the pet pat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Daring to dream, daring to explore, daring to go further. Working past pain and confusion and fear, letting it go. Letting it be. Doing it scared is a little bit off. You're not even doing it scared. You're realizing you don't need to be scared. There's no point to being scared. There's no benefit to being scared. So you let it go. You have that brave confidence and joy. You're hatching. The relationship is hatching together. So if you've been feeling stuck in pain, right? This is the time for joy and adventure and hatching. Gosh, I have so many friends right now in that stuck phase, in that pain phase, in that lack phase, and they need that courage and that adventure and that joy. And I cannot wait for them to get that. Hopefully it starts today. It starts today, fam. Hi, Sleepy, welcome in. How are you doing? We just finished up a reading for Venus going into Aries today. And we're letting go of any stuck, gross, empty, painful feelings and realizing that they don't serve us and letting them go and choosing joy and adventure instead. There's still buffer issues. My OBS says everything's fine. Let's check the Twitch side. Well, at least YouTube says that stream health is good. I don't know about Twitch. Still haven't figured out how to... stream summary? Is that gonna do it for me? You can tell that I'm so Twitch illiterate. I'm learning. I'm doing my best. Manager, that's probably gonna be it. Ooh. No, that's... Live unstable. Okay. So Twitch does say something's wrong. Thank you for the warning there. I would not have known. Authorize. Is stable now. Interesting. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay, what do I do to help though? Well, thank you for alerting me. I'll figure it out. If it still acts up, yeah, we're stable over on YouTube. Her Twitch is totally frozen. It is? For real? It's not on my end. Darkest Moon, hello, welcome in. It's good to see you. I'm learning learning that the Twitch stream might be kind of borked, but I refreshed. I'm good. Okay. Well, welcome in. It's good to see you. There we go. That's better. So we just finished up a very, very good reading for Venus going into Aries today. Hopefully we can all harness some adventure and joy from that. In the meantime, feel free to post your questions into chat to get personal questions. Borked. Yeah. That's a word, right? If you type "my question is" and then your question, the bot will put you into queue, which is currently empty, so you'd be first in line. In the meantime, let's see, we were also going to do something about the Mercury Cazimi, which is in the next few days. So what do the cards want us to know about the Mercury Cazimi? What is tarot? Ooh, what a loaded question. I love that. I'm gonna pause now. We're just gonna talk about tarot for a minute. So tarot are cards with pretty images on them and a lot of symbolism. So for example, I've only seen them in video like Phasmophobia. Ooh, okay, yeah. So I do them in real life. This is a very stylized and pretty deck. We have like the Lovers, we have the Knight of Wands. But basically, if you ask a question, I can try and answer it for you. So it taps into, I'd say kind of like a Rorschach test, but for just a bunch of pretty art. It's also something you could like talk to. I love talking to people's spirit guides through tarot. It's my favorite thing to do. But a lot of people will ask questions like, I don't know, what kind of person will I marry? Or will I ever get married? Right? When will I get a job? That's a question I get a lot. But my favorite ones to do are talking to your spirit guides. So when you ask a question, I'll pull 3 cards and then read them out for you and find an answer. I've been doing it for 12 years. It's a little spooky, but it's not super spooky. But if you believe in any kind of magic or any kind of spirituality, it's part of that. Oh, and I'm a haunted doll. So for example, let's go ahead and pull that Mercury. Hello? Can you shuffle correctly, my guy? Let's pull that Mercury Kazemi spread. That bunny in the room, yeah. So we have Ace of Swords. Finally cutting through that fog of Mercury retrograde. Having a spark. We have King of Cups reversed. 9 of Swords. Interesting. That's way too many, my friend. Page of Wands and 6 of Wands reversed. Ooh, well, I'm glad I got to explain it for you. It's one of my favorite things. That's why I do it for people. Let's see. So for the Mercury retrograde, we're all in this awful fog. And the Kazemi, we get to pierce through it. We have Ace of Swords and get some relief, get some very clear and precise and perhaps pointy and sharp information. I'm wondering if it will hurt. It will be true information. It will be true communication. No lies, but I'm wondering if the truth will hurt sometimes. So we have 9 of Swords, which is about anxiety and depression, about maybe manic phases. And we have the 6 of Wands reversed, which would be about defeat or an empty victory. King of Cups reverse. Is that Mercury himself? No, it shouldn't be. Mercury would be maybe Knight of Wands, but not King of Cups. So what are this king and this page doing here? It seems to me that we're going to get this truthful, perhaps hurtful information. And we're obviously going to be sad about it. But this is like the upper layer of yourself. This is the surface layer of yourself. We'll be sad. We'll need to process. We'll need to go through it. Underneath that surface layer, we have Page of Wands. This little girl is like building this giant bull machine out of parts. All herself, scrapping it together so that she has someone with her, has someone to protect her. Sounds like you need to talk to your inner child, see what they need to feel protected, what they need to feel safe. There's a clarity here, but it's almost like too clear. And that's what hurts. It's too clear, and that's what hurts. But on the inside, we're going to be working on how, very mercurial, we're going to be working on how do I fix it? How do I move on from this? How do I take this information and use it? How do I move forward with this? I think it's important to remember we are allowed to be sad from hurtful information. But this clarity, this sharp clarity that we're going to get from the Kazemi will let us sit and think about what do I use this for? How do I make this work for me? How do I incorporate this? How do I turn a monster into an imaginary friend? How do I make this bad news work for me? And it doesn't have to be bad news. It's just like I said, like sharp clarity, and sometimes truth like that can be hurtful. So, not what I was expecting, to be honest with you. Not what I was expecting the cards to tell us about the Mercury Kazemi. But it is very mercurial. Very much all about information and how we react to it. So if anybody is in chat lurking, you can go ahead and post personal questions. We have about half an hour left in stream. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I just want to make sure that everybody gets a reading if they want one. You don't have to feel nervous. I know a lot of people, I'm calling you out, Sen, like to lurk and not ask questions, and that's okay too. Cards are not beating around the bush today. Yeah. Earlier you said something about spirit or something. Oh yeah. My favorite questions to answer from people are just like, what does my spirit team want to tell me? Or can my spirit team tell me about themselves? I really, really love questions like that. It's okay, Sen. I like you here. What's a spirit team? It's a team, what it says on the tin, it's a team of spirits that's there for you. You can think of them kind of like guardian angels, but sometimes it's angels or ghosts or other kinds of spirits that are there protecting you, looking over you. Usually it's family, like ancestors, sometimes angels, sometimes other things. And I really love finding out what they are for people. It's my favorite question to answer. Almost everybody, the answer is like a grandma or a grandpa. But sometimes something else comes through. Sometimes you can ask them like questions. What do I need to know? Do you have any warnings? Depends on what you want to know or what you want to ask. Yeah, don't worry about that. Since line is currently at 0, you'd be at the front anyway. So let's go ahead and do that for you. So, you tell me about Moon's Spirit guides. Is there anything you want to say? Oh, yeah, okay. Card down. Page of Swords. Temperance. Oh, and one more. 5 of Swords. Very sword heavy, okay. So this Page of Swords is a spooky harpy sitting on a skull. We have Temperance in the middle. She's wearing like a ballet tutu with a mask. Looks like she's just finished a performance. And then 5 of Swords. This man is beating through maybe a jungle with a sword. So Page of Swords usually represents a person. So I'm thinking this is what your spirit guide is kind of naming themselves, I guess. Page of Swords are excitable. They are adventurous. They want to learn everything, know everything, experience everything. So they're often like students or people out trying to see the world. So this, for a spirit guide, I'm gonna come back to that because I think that that's interesting. Temperance reversed. Temperance is about movement. That's why she's a dancer. Reversed makes me think that this spirit has been with you for a long time. Hello, Marley. Welcome in. Which is strange for it, right? A spirit that loves adventure and learning new things has settled down, has decided to stay with you particularly. Why? Because they... What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Sorry, this is... What are you doing here? Do you not know? Seven of Wands reversed. Defeat and victory mixed together. This is really... Okay, so the 5... You... Hey, Daddy, hello. But I want to know, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't talking to you. So it looks like this spirit is really giving off the energy of like a wounded soldier. Somebody who fought hard and got injured. And they need to rest. They need to stop for a while. They've stopped with you. They've stopped with you in particular while they're healing. While they're gaining their energy back. Why you? Are you adventurous? Are you interesting? Are you someone... Or is this like a relative who has an attachment to you? Or is this a non-human spirit who's just decided to settle down with you? Why have you decided to settle down with this person? 10 of Cups. Because you want to help them? Yeah. because you're down on your luck, because you're anxious. They want to help you heal. This is something new for them. They're learning. They don't quite know how yet, but they're learning how to help. This isn't usually their forte. That's not what they're built for. They're built for battle. They're built for aggression almost. And they've decided, while they're hurt and recovering, because they're so interested in learning everything, they want to learn how to help you. That's cute. That's sweet. They noticed that you were really anxious about something or depressed. Nine of Swords is about anxiety. It's about depression, OCD, manic, panic, right? They saw that and they said, I don't want you to go through that. So they don't know how to help yet, but they're learning. That's really cute. I really like that. Do you want to talk? Or are you more of a quiet type? Do you want them to talk to you? Two of Coins, Queen of Cups. They've stayed quiet, so her mouth is covered. They've stayed quiet because they don't know. They're worried talking would be spooky since they're built for battle. I don't know what kind of spirit is built for battle. That's so strange to me. I've never encountered something like this. But they've been staying quiet because since they're built for that, they think if they talk to you, it would be too spooky. It would be too scary, and they don't want to hurt you. So they've just been quietly hanging out. Just been quietly hanging out. Quietly trying to help, learning how to help, learning about you, and resting. They wouldn't mind talking to you if you want to, but they certainly don't want to scare you. An Archangel very well could be. I suppose they are built for battle, aren't they? That is what they're built for, huh? Why would they be hurt? Why would they be injured? I don't know. That was really, really interesting. Thank you for letting me read that. I haven't had something like that come through before. Archangel makes sense, but I've never talked to one before. It's really interesting. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad I got to be the first person to do tarot for. May, we're sorting out Q stuff over here, but these two will go before Sen on the YouTube side. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a good thought, Stephanie. It's a good thought. Thank you for the idea. Okay. So is the queue not working, or are two people in it? Only Sen is in it. So who are the other two people in chat with questions? Looks like... I'm assuming it's Daddy and Marley. You know who's first? Okay. So Marley has one. Is my crush interested in becoming friends and perhaps hearing of my feeling for him? So we could do something like, oh, did you have a different one? Because I think, like, is this person good to invest energy into or something like that? Is this person safe for me? Is this person good for me? Thank you very, very much, Lynn. What is coming in love? Tell me everything. What she looks like. Is she pretty? Cute. Thank you, Marley. I'm investing my energy in the right person for me. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. So what is coming? Oh, okay. Hello. Two of Cups, Empress, Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords reversed. Okay, so we have immediately a card about relationships, usually romantic ones, reversed. We have the Empress, kind of like the idea of a feminine, reversed. We have Queen of Cups, who's here looking like very threatening over this card. And then Eight of Cups reversed, which is about being stuck in a cage of your own making. To me, this reads as... How did you word your question? It was, what is coming in love? Tell me everything. Right now, nothing is coming in love. Right now, you are stuck inside of some kind of cage. Like a mind cage, if that makes sense. Some kind of thought that you have about relationships, about women, that is locking you in to this cage and keeping you from finding anyone. There is someone out there for you. We have this Queen of Cups here. But the universe is telling you very firmly that you're not going to get her if you stay in this cage. Ah, thank you very much, Stephanie. Thank you for the confetti. So this card would be about how you think about relationships, what assumptions you have about relationships, what you think about yourself, what you want from other people. There's something there that you really need to dismantle this cage that you're in. Beliefs that you've been taught, things you've assumed, they're choking you. Like these flowers are like choking her, right? And then you'll be able to find the person that is in fact out there for you. She's there, this Queen of Cups. But you have to get out of this cage in order to find her. Hey, Pesto. Yeah, I am. Welcome in. So if you want a personal free tarot reading, you just type "my question is" and then your question into chat, and the bot will put you into line. Up next we have Marley, and Marley asked, am I investing my energy into the right person for me? Very, very, very good question. Oh, thank you for the hearts, Dad. Marley investing into, oh, Empress upright. Good sign for Marley. Marley investing into the right person. Empress, 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 5 of Wands reversed, Lovers reversed. Are you investing energy into the right person for you? Dreaming. Dream bigger. I have an obsession with haunted dolls. I don't know, I just think they're cool. I'm a haunted doll. Maybe that's why I like them, right? I like old stuff and I like weird stuff. Haunted dolls are old and weird. So, Marley, you're doing well. You're doing well here. We have the Empress. I think this is you. You're in control. You know what you want. But there's something holding you back in the 5 of Cups. There's some kind of regret or longing. Some kind of, she's praying, right? She wants something. And then I have these 3 cards. 7 of Cups, which is about dreaming bigger. It's about getting what you want. It's about like allowing yourself to... He's a home nurse student. Ooh, okay. Allowing yourself to go after your dreams. 7 of Cups. And then we have 5 of Wands reversed and Lovers reversed. Don't worry about Lovers reversed. That just means Lovers is about choices. It's not actually about like couples. And it's giving like you can dream bigger. It's kind of what I'm hearing from all of this. You can dream bigger. If you're nervous, if you're scared, if you're fighting yourself over stuff, if you feel stuck, okay? You can dream bigger. You need to trust yourself. Trust that you are the Empress. Trust that you have that power. Trust that you know what you want. And if you know what you want, then you should go get it. It might be scary, but that's okay. Life is always going to be scary. It's important for you to get what you want. And one of his citizens he's treating in this city. Ooh. Oops. Communicate. Communicate. I would say if you want to have something, it's holding me back. Don't let it hold you back. The worst thing that can happen is that he says no. Nothing. I don't see any kind of like malice here. I don't see any kind of unkindness. It feels like the worst that can happen is he says no. And that would hurt, right? But that's okay. Life hurts. And it's important to go after what you want. Going after what you want is more important than staying unhurt. It's not a very elegant way to say it, but that's what I mean, right? Trust in your power. Trust in yourself. Trust in your decisions. Trust in what you desire, okay? True. Good. Good. I'm glad you agree. It's important. So I think we have, let's see, two more people in line, and then, yeah, 2 more people in line. And then that's it for, so I'm turning off questions. That's it for questions. That's it for stream. But let's get these 2 people set up. It's Sen's turn. What is this feeling behind, what is behind my feeling that something bad is about to happen? And how should I respond to it? Ugh. Yeah, please subscribe, please come back. We do Fridays. We do tarot every Monday and Friday. Always get 1 free per stream. You're so welcome for the reading. I'm glad I got to give it to you. Nightmares. Knight of Swords, or not swords, Knight of Wands reversed. Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, reversed. Whose reading am I on? I am on Sen's reading, a YouTube user. And Sen, I have a feeling that these feelings that you're having that something bad is about to happen, they are nightmares. They are not like visions or prophecies. They are nightmares. They're in your, I don't want to say they're in your head, right? Because that's very dismissive. But they're just anxieties. Just anxieties. We have Knight of Wands reversed, Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Cups reversed. There's a lot of, you're doing too much. Doing too much. Perhaps even being put on a pedestal. Being perceived as this glowing goddess, when in reality you just need a nap really bad. And it's taking a toll on you. There's too much stress there. There's too much weighing on you. What do we do about it though? How do we respond to this? Other than resting. We already got that. How do we respond? With half the deck? No. Journaling maybe? Like word vomit? That could be something. Word vomit is really helpful for me, personally. It's when I journal, but like too much, you know? Just let everything out. But what can Sen do particularly other than rest? King of Swords. Do you need help? Let Sen rest. You might need to delegate or reach out to someone for help. I'm thinking like a professional. This is King of Swords. This is someone who's very knowledgeable. This is a professional. A therapist, maybe. Someone to take over what you're doing too much of. Even if it's just for advice. It doesn't have to be for doing things, but for advice could be good. Napping the entire week to the point of worrying about my health. Yeah. That could be part of that too, then. Not to be alarmist, but if you can, the King of Swords could be a doctor, and you could need to go to the doctor for this sleep problem that you're having. Even just a checkup if you have that available to you. But there's something that you're carrying too much of. And it's coming through in the, like, this is literally the card for nightmares. So it makes sense that you're sleeping too much and also have all of that anxiety. I had that in mind. Okay. And even if you go to the doctor and they say, nope, you're fine, then hopefully that will let some of that anxiety go. Having a professional tell you everything is okay. That would be the hope, at least, the dream, right? I hope it clears up soon because you don't deserve that. Everyone should have a checkup once in a while anyway. It's true. Okay. And then last person of the day, I believe is Pesto. Yeah, it's Pesto. Am I going in the right direction? Okay, Pesto. You're so welcome, Sen. Thank you for hanging out and being here. I mean it. Okay. Is Pesto going in the right direction? Look, they're all the same color. That's fun. So this is a big old yes. This is a big old yes. You know where you want to be going, and you're storming the way to get there. We have this woman on this lovely unicorn. Temperance reversed. The only thing that the universe might be telling you, Pesto, is maybe to pick up the pace. You're absolutely going in the right direction, but are you going fast enough? And that is a scary thing to tell someone, because I don't want to be the person who ends up making you burn out, right? Who tells you to do too much. Usually I'm out here telling people to slow the heck down. But having the Ace of Swords here, and then Temperance reversed, it feels like they want you to charge on. They want you to be like this very, I would say, what's her name? The fame. I can't do this. The extremely famous musician with the really long hair, who's a lesbian. You know her. You know who I'm talking about. This card is extremely her-coded. Push through. Don't slow down. Believe in yourself. If there's a goal you're working towards, believe in it hard enough to take fast action, okay? They don't want you Chapel Roan, yes! Yeah, this card is extremely, like, Chapel Roan coded, no? Let me see if I can, like, a beauty YouTuber try and get this to focus. Something like that. Yeah, you see it, right? Charging forward, follow your dreams. You're going in the right direction. Now is not the time to dawdle. Push forward. Apply to places. Fix your resume. Do what you want. Follow those dreams. Chase those dreams. I believe in you. Okay. And that's everybody. That's everybody. It's been so awesome hanging out. You're so welcome, Pesto. The reading resonates a lot. I mean, taking my time, I guess I need to speed things up. Yeah. And I'll tell you, like, don't burn yourself out. Or I'll come and I'll get you, okay? But push. Push harder. Okay. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank you everybody for being with me. I've had a really, really good time today. You can catch us on Sunday for our astrology stream, where Lynn will be going over what the stars have to say. And then on Monday, we'll be having another tarot stream, so come back for that. Okay, I had so much fun, friends. Thank you for being here. The Wrath of the Haunted Bunny. Yep, that's me. I'll climb in through your window, little clown rabbit, ready to get you. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, thank you for showing up. And I'll see everybody soon, okay? If you want to talk outside of stream, you can join the Discord. Link is in the pinned comment. I think on YouTube. I think I forgot to pin it on Discord. Let me go ahead and put that into chat just in case. But, oh, can I? Yeah, there we go. See you later, everybody. Bye.